So, what is everyone getting wrong with the major news that's dropping right now across the Second Amendment space that Glock might be discontinuing virtually the production of all of their handguns so that they can re release them in this new glorified California compliant V, as in Victor edition, where they're going to be changing some of the key components that people are modifying with the Glock switches to convert a regular Glock into be full automatic? What is it that everybody's getting wrong? Because Glock is getting slammed by people for pandering to anti-gun California and other states that are out there. But is everybody wrong? Is there something else at work? But what I think a lot of people are getting wrong is I don't think that this is mostly in response to California and other states being gun grabbers, being gun controllers, and putting pressure on the company that they have to change their product. Glock is a major international company. Maybe they can read some writing on the wall about the fact of, there's more states doing this and we want to be in those markets. But look, California's also got a handgun roster here. So if Glock does what they're doing and tears down their old models, re-releases them, are they even going to be able to sell into California? I don't know. Time will tell. What I do think is going on is this: Glock has fundamentally had the same secret sauce since the 80s about the striker fired system, how everything works. Those patents expired in the early aughts, so about 20 years ago now, give or take. Okay, give or take. Now they've continued to incrementally make improvements on that, right? By the way, I'm wearing this because, of course, I'm in northern Wisconsin, grouse and woodcock hunting. So I took a moment away because I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in and get what you think about it. So let me know down in the comment field below. But they've made incremental improvements and filed incrementally new patents along the way. But the fundamental secret sauce of Glock, the magic sauce, it's not very secret, is very much out there. It's in the public domain. People can knock them off and they can do it cheaper, more ergonomically. They can put in other systems, and we're seeing that happen, right? We're seeing the market do this. So if I'm an executive at Glock, what does that mean? What do I want to do? I'll tell you what it means. I want to change the sauce. Not because I want to bow to gun controllers, not because I want to cave to California or to other states that are doing the same thing. That's not fundamentally what I think is going on here. Does that play some sort of role? Look, I don't know. It probably does. Is that a 1% role? Is that 99% of the reason why they're discontinuing almost all their models and then relaunching with the new V line? It's probably somewhere between those two. Is it closer to 5, 10%? Is it closer to 70%? That I don't know. Let me know down in the comment field because I'm really curious to hear other people's thoughts about this. I'll be checking it from grouse camp and responding as best I can. But I think that this is basically a play of, look, guys, the barn door is open. Pandora's box is open. Other companies are knocking us off. They're doing basically what we do for a lot cheaper, and they're introducing some improved ergonomics and some other features. It's time to shake it up. It's time for a change. If I'm a Glock executive, I'm looking at this as being fantastic timing to be protecting my core fundamental product line, to innovate and to go out there. Now, how do we know if this is going to be right or wrong? We're going to know based off of the changes that we see come from Glock. What do I mean by that? If Glock takes this opportunity when they're going to be already changing a lot of their tools, a lot of their manufacturing processes, right? If we see them come out with a very different pistol, I mean, don't get me wrong, we all know it's gonna be striker fired. We all know gonna be it's gonna be something like a Glock, right? But if they use this as an opportunity for wholesale change, upgrade, and improvement, then I think this is definitely going down that line. If they fundamentally roll out virtually the exact same system, same ergo, same grip, same slide, same everything, right? With the exception of just tweaking these parts that are the ones that are being targeted by these 3D printers, then okay. I think that's a lot stronger argument than for, yeah, maybe it's like 80% of the reason for change is coming from the legislation that we're seeing in California and other places. And maybe it's 20% just an opportunity to, yeah, we're going to make some changes along the way. But like I said, back to the first part, if we see massive wholesale changes, improvements, upgrades, people have been knocking on Glock's grips and ergonomics and all sorts of things. I'm not even talking about the angle. You're into that, the Glock grip angle, or you're not. Then I think that's going to be what it is. That's how we're going to know where the truth was all along. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. And looking forward to getting my hands on it when it does come out. Back in another lifetime, I used to do tons of Glock stuff. I don't use Glocks nearly as much as I do these days, but I used to be all in Team Glock. I still like Glocks. I'm not anti-Glock. I'm very much pro Glock. The Second Amendment is better with a strong Glock, with strong all manufacturers for that matter. None of us are better off with crappy manufacturing, prices that are way too high, no innovation, you name it. But guys, keep in mind, this channel, a lot of it, we talk about obviously Second Amendment, virtually all of it, we talk about Second Amendment. Second Amendment is so important to our entire society. I won't even go into it. Hopefully you're with me on that. And if you made it this far in the video, you probably are. But what we don't usually talk about, I've talked about it a couple times. You know what other rights come from the Constitution? And actually isn't even an amendment. It's in Article 1. I think it's Article 1, Section 8 off the top of my head, standing here in the woods in northern Wisconsin. Patent rights. There is no innovation. There's no research. There's no R&D. There's no companies willing to spend millions of dollars going out there taking risks if they cannot protect their work, their gamble, their everything with patent rights. Okay. So it just, this came up with the rare breed FRT stuff. A lot of people in the Second Amendment space has been very critical for rare breed who seem to be aggressively protecting their patents, and I say good for them. I don't understand why people are taking the Chinese Communist Party approach of, yeah, patents and protecting patents are a bad thing. We don't want innovation. We just want to knock other people off because that's de facto what you're advocating for. Maybe not in words, but in effect and outcome. So we're going to see what happens here with Glock. We're going to see how much they change. We're going to see how much they innovate. I hope they take this opportunity to update a lot of their product line and to make some improvements along the way. Again, let me know what you think is going to be happening down in the comment field below. Like I said, when we checking it out from Grouse Camp, I had couple nice days here. I'm up here by myself right now. The family's going to be joining me in a few other days. Um, we've had some rain that I think that hurt some of our conditions this morning, but I'm looking forward to getting the dogs. I've got two setters. Going to be getting them out there this afternoon. And yeah, what do you guys think? Should I be posting up some pictures in the community section? I have put some things, or I've tried to put some things on Twitter, but there's no cell phone reception most places. So I'll be throwing that up. If you want to follow me over on Twitter, it's just the same ATTY attorney Tom Grieve. Go check me out on Twitter. I'll try to post some photos over there. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I don't think I have a quote of the day. Um, yeah, boy, someone post some good quotes of the day in the comment section, and I'm gonna look through this evening. We'll pin the best one. How about that? Give me some great quotes of the day idea, and we'll go check that out. All right. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this one, please feel free to check out some of our other great content, and we'll see you in the next one.